Good morning. I'm like, what's going on? I heard this weird click. Anyway, good morning. It's day 4 of the 100-day challenge. It's going very well. This morning's meditation was very distracty-ish, though. It was kind of interesting. By the way, I'm still crammed over in the corner because I haven't cleaned. It'll happen. And then I'm going to give you a video tour of this room. But anyway, so I was meditating this morning and it was like a super distracty-ish. My dogs, they were just like playing and barking and getting into stuff and I could hear them and I was like just getting in like the Zen zone, right? And then I'm like, what are they chewing on? Is that bad? What's going on? What are they eating? Should I go look? And so I had them like just constantly pulling me out of my focus. And then my picture's crooked. And then I had text messages coming in, which I'm probably going to get some during this recording. So it's like blinging and the thing is I turned my phone off, but it was coming on this computer, a Slack message from my colleagues. And so it's like work and it was just crazy. And I found myself resisting it and being like, no, okay, you guys have to be quiet so I can meditate. And I thought, wow, what a perfect metaphor for everything. It's like we get sucked away in these distractions of Facebook and TV and our feelings or I'm hungry and what am I going to have for lunch? And then we feel like we try to push all that away, be like, yeah, no, but I have to focus. I have to focus. And it's like, no, for me, it was about staying present even in the midst of the distractions. It was like listening to the dogs, right, running around and listening and being like, okay, that's what's happening right now. In this moment right now, these dogs are doing this. In this moment right now, they're running around and they're being loud. And my idea of what this moment should be right now is quiet and peace and I'm meditating. But the reality of this moment is that it's loud and messy and I don't know what they're doing. And that's what happens. The reality of our moments are very often different than our mental expectations of what the moments should be. And so there's this constant dissonance about no, my room should be clean, but it's not. So I'm over here in this little tiny corner of this big giant room because this is what it is and this is where I am right now. But soon I'll be more expansive and stuff. So, and then the other thing that I was noticing. So before I got on here this morning, I put the one because just because there's another thing. Just because something is the way it is doesn't mean you don't take action to change it. So I knew I was recording this and I was like, well, I don't want them doing that while I'm trying to record this. So I separated them. I put the one dog in the dining room and then the other dog is outside. So they're not so yeah, it is what it is. And I worked on accepting the distraction. But then when I had a moment, I changed the environment so that the problem that I was experiencing, I called it a problem, but it's not the situation that I was experiencing that was not what I wanted it to be. I changed it. So anyway, I go put Carl outside, right? And yesterday there were these people, there was this, not the tree surgeon guy, but some other people back there. And I went out there trying to talk to them, but they didn't speak English. He was some form of Asian. And he's pointing at the ground. I'm like, okay. So I didn't know what he was doing. So this morning I go out to take Carl out. And what the guy did was he planted a tree where the old tree was. Yeah. There was a tree that was in a really weird place and he moved it over to where the old tree was that they just dug up, which I find very weird because it's if that's not a good place for a tree to be, why plant another tree in the same spot? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. They took the tree out because it was. So doesn't that mean eventually it's going to do the same thing? I mean, I know it's a different kind of tree, but how often do we do this, right? We clear out a problem and then we go plant a new problem in the same spot. It's so when you, yeah, They literally planted a tree in the same spot that they dug out the other tree. Now, it's a new little different kind of tree, and it's small. And I'm probably not even going to be living here when it gets big enough to, tear up the foundation. But so often we just go recreate the patterns that we just got out of. And then it makes me wonder, am I doing that in any area of my life? Am I finally, because, this thing with the personal development workshop was amazing, and I broke out of it. And so am I recreating any negative patterns? Maybe I need to be aware of that and not be caught up in the distractions and make sure that I stay present with what is so that I'm not recreating and planting another tree in the spot. Wow. Deep thoughts with Traci on day 4. All right, I've got to go to work and do the thing that I do, that I get to do, which is play and create. I have the best job ever. If you want to call it a job, I get to go create and have fun and make stuff up in my head, and then people pay me for it. All right, I'll be back tomorrow for day 5. Bye. Oh, subscribe. It's either there or there, but when you see the little thing with my face, that's where you click on that and you can subscribe. So, because I know everybody just wants a whole lot more of profundities with Traci. Okay, bye.